Stupid. Hello there, guys. This is Critic Corp, and we are doing episode 5 of House of Dragons. I am with my amazing host, Jordan,
Howdy.
and fuck him. He been hating all day on the podcast.
I'm
But
watching
You've
them
been
right
nothing
now.
but a
Eric,
hater all day.
that's my boy Eric, my boy.
We're in this fight against Jordy together.
I know, I
The
know.
NFC North is trash.
You're trash, Jordy. You're trash. So are your Dolphins.
Besides his violence choosing. Yeah, we're doing up. Like I said, we're doing episode 5 of House of Dragons. It was pretty interesting. This one, the whole setup was just crazy. My boy Sir Christian, he earned the Christian after this one, and he said, "I ain't no hoe, boy."
He's the definition of a stage 5 clinger after a hookup.
He said, "I ain't no hoe." He said, "I ain't no hoe to Rhaenyra or that bitch boy." I don't even know his name.
What she got between her legs has got to be something different for him to be starting a fight with somebody that's not even trying to get with her.
Literally, bro. And then, like I said, he came at Rhaenyra on the boat, talking about, "You want me to just be your common whore?"
Yep.
Already done shamed my name, what I worked for. Like,
I'm not gonna lie though, this marriage between Rhaenyra and Laenor is like her ideal situation where she doesn't really have to be married.
yeah, but old boy ruined that.
Well, not really. There will always be another. And
I
like
mean,
they hinted at it with the next episode, like all of Rhaenyra's sons have like black hair, like Sir Christian.
yeah, I
He
guess.
got his skull caved in.
Bro, he beat that fucker up.
Yeah, he bashed him in, boy. I like at first because they kept splitting away halfway. I'm like, bro, like, what is going on? And then I just seen him get on top. I was like, oh, it's over.
At the
It's
end, dude, half of that
over.
dude's face looked like pulled pork.
That boy, Viserys, he looked so sick, man. I don't know how he still fight. I
How
don't
the
know
hell
how
is
he
he gonna make it another 10 years in
10
the
That's
future?
years,
I was wondering
10
that myself.
years,
Like this man
10
must have been
years.
going through it for a solid decade.
Still
Like,
pushing out
he's been going
baby.
through it for 4 years.
Still
No, I'm
pushing
talking
out
about after
little.
this 10. Did you see him in that trailer? He looks even worse.
Still pushing out
Mm,
little ones. Still pushing out little ones, boy.
bro, Lady Allison is still high enough to hop on that tower.
You're terrible. You're terrible. Dude, the entire wedding scene though was incredible. I love the tension that was built there.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
Her coming in
the way
green.
the way Damien just walked in, like, what up, bro? What up, big bro?
Everybody's entrance was perfect.
dude, everything that happened just built up the tension more and more. I what the fuck happened aside from the guy getting his face crushed and like with Damon and Rhaenyra? They were talking about the getting married and stuff, and then all of a sudden that whole thing breaks out and that never
I
gets really
think,
resolved.
I
like,
think Damien skedaddled after that. That was the scene to skedaddle.
yeah, he kind of dipped after that, but I feel like it had to have been something Sir Christian did. Like, he must have just rebelled in anger, like, or like lashed out indirectly. Like I said, this
Most
guy's a
definitely.
stage 5 clinger after one hookup.
Most definitely.
So
He
I think he just got a little too like over emotional and lashed out at the future king, and his bodyguard stepped in and he fucked him up for it.
And then we had the professional hater at the beginning of the episode who was just like, oh, good thing I'm wrong then.
Um,
Bro,
Being super
every
big about everything. Laris Strong, the new hand son. Yeah, he was creepy as fuck.
oh boy with the cane, with the
bro,
gun walk. Yeah, I don't know what he trying to stir up, bro.
He's a shit
he,
starter for sure.
I don't know
I
what he's
feel like
trying to
he has to
stir up.
have some ties to Otto for like him to be able to like. Why bring all of this like shit up? Like unless you're trying to like stir the pot, and like the only person that was trying to like stir the pot was Otto, really, and they're all saying that like they were loyal to Otto, like because of how like loyal he was to serving the realm.
Yeah, the old town or whatever.
Hmm.
'Cause they was all at the wedding still. Like we were still, they kept telling Allison we're still like we still representing pretty much. Like whatever
The
you
king
whatever you
that
whatever you
dude,
decide whatever you decide to do, we here for it. Like um I don't know what's about to go on with that. But as long as Damien plotting, it's just up for grabs, bro. That nigga
bro,
Damien, he
when he
straight
came
up
in and killed
told,
his wife,
yeah,
oh, that was it.
when he told what's her name, her brother, that he coming to claim his crown. That nigga whole mood changed. He was like, oh shit, let me back away. I'm over my stepping my boundaries. Fucking terrible.
So, what do you guys think? Are you guys ready to this part with Millie and let's see, is it Emily? Yeah, as Allison and Rhaenyra.
Bro, I was really excited for Allison and how she like actually grew as a character. Like I keep in mind, like I don't like her, but I love how they grew her character.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like with Millie though, I'm gonna be really upset if like I'm not as connected to the future version of Rhaenyra as I am to this version.
yeah. I feel
Like
more
when we go
attached.
10 years into the future, I don't think it'll be the same. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have faith in like what they're doing with the story, but I like what they built up with her, and I like how they built this show around her tone. I think it'll just be really difficult to mimic that with like a whole new casting.
Yeah, I agree on that.
Yeah.
Like, and then to jump it 10 years with that casting too, it's like, okay, you guys really better know what you're doing.
Yeah,
And the way, like I said, the way they just jumped right into it and jumped straight 10 years ahead. Like I feel like they're not gonna some stuff not gonna be explained, but you
No,
know,
they'll
I feel
leave
like
a
they've
lot
done a
open
good
ended.
job at keeping us caught up whenever they do a time jump, though.
I know, but I feel like this one's
With this much of a
crazy.
time jump, though, there's going to be a lot open ended. I
Oh
still
yeah,
think.
I feel like this one's gonna get crazy. This
And
jump right
Damon's
here.
going to be disappeared for 10 years.
And he's just been plotting, bro. Straight up, just trying to just get his way up to the top with the fucking Valerian.
I really thought he was going to kill the
same.
Valerian Prince.
Dude, it felt like something was gonna happen. The entire wedding, it just felt like it was building to some.
Hmm.
Although I have PTSD with weddings in Westeros now, so I was just anticipating like everybody to die.
Every single time, like, there was an entrance, like, at one point, I'm like, watch it be the Lannister, man.
I'm looking for
Like,
fucking crossbows at the ready and shit.
I thought it was going to be the Lannisters saying, like, this is what you get for, like, denying my proposal.
Because so far it's been pretty tame in terms of like backstabbing and stuff, but we know what's gonna happen.
I don't know, like maybe in terms of backstabbing, but everyone still had their own hidden agendas. Like, think about
Oh
how
yeah,
far Otto's hidden agenda from
I'm
like
talking
episode
about like a
one has
red
led
wedding
now.
or like um
Well,
when Ramsey snuck his way into I forget what the name of the place was, and then he still skinned everybody.
yeah,
So yeah, there's a lot that
but that's like way later in the series too.
yeah,
This is still season one.
or like when Ned Stark
Got
got
his head.
beheaded.
Yeah,
Although I will
I don't
say
know.
Viserys has made it longer than any like starting king in one of the Game of Thrones series.
Bro, he's the longest seated king I've seen on a throne. We haven't
Oh,
seen a king sit for more than how many years?
I think Joffrey was probably our longest. Is that right?
Yeah, that feels right.
Yeah, because Robert Baratheon
Or
was a very quick death. Then it was Joffrey for
Cersei was
like
queen
4 or 5
regent for a while.
seasons. We had what's his name? His brother.
Timon.
Yeah, Lannister. And then Cersei, and then
Cersei was
Bran the
probably
Broken.
the second longest. But anyways, back to House of the Dragon. I think, like you were saying, he's the longest king we've seen reign, and then now that he'll be 10 years, he's definitely the longest. Like
this man
no
was
one come
bleeding.
close.
This man was bleeding at the dinner table,
I thought he
standing.
was dead at the end of the episode, and then they showed him in
So
the
did I.
trailer, and I was like, how? How?
Whatever this man is running on, I need a piece
That
of that for Mondays.
them remedies, boy, them remedies, them leeches, boy.
That's what you guys are gonna need at the Lost Lands.
You said I ain't going out like that, boy.
And I do
Uh,
love the look of the dragons this season. I think the dragons are
yeah,
top fucking
I think they're
notch.
looking good. I
yeah, they
really
look.
like them, and I like what we're seeing with them entering into Westeros this episode.
Oh,
look
and compared to Lord of the Rings right now, this one's just firing on all cylinders. But you will see my thoughts coming up soon here on the Lord of the Rings review. Now that I've watched it twice,
yeah, same here.
Like,
very different viewing experience than my first time watching it. So
well, we're not talking about that
yeah,
one right now. We're gonna finish House of the Dragon up first.
yeah. Do we want to give our final thoughts? Because I think we've about covered. Is there anything that we've missed?
Uh,
Oh, this we didn't kind of graze right over the secret wedding that
Oh yeah,
Viserys
yeah.
had for them, just because he was like, "Fuck it, I don't want to like deal with any of this bullshit anymore."
Yeah, no kidding.
the
Like,
secret
I don't
way.
blame him, dude. Like, I think if they waited any longer, then Damon would have probably like had his hand in the pot for disturbing the peace, and like it could have got unruly
Dude,
in
I'm
multiple
surprised
different
that they
ways.
allowed him to sit at the table. I
Yeah,
thought
Ooh,
they
by
were gonna
allowing him to
fucking,
sit though,
I thought they
Lord
were gonna arrest him
he
or some shit.
Viserys was being the king. You know, he didn't want to cause a scene. Cause nobody know really what happened besides Allison and Otto and his little fucking
Dude,
spies.
Allison being a hoe for just finding out that Rhaenyra and Sir Christian hooked up. Like,
I think she got that forced that out of him. She ain't know exactly. She ain't
I
know.
think that's why she hasn't
no, she
said
had
anything.
no clue. But like,
She
she's
she
still a
for
hoe for that.
And you can tell that she really like almost is jealous of Rhaenyra in the fact that she can like go with these
Break her
other
duty.
guys that are better looking and more fitting to their age and stuff, and not this withering away fucking leper.
Decaying hand.
Yeah, dude, this man looks like he got snapped, and it's taking him a good couple decades to wither away.
Bow
Facts,
down to
dude.
the king.
Dude, like Thanos is like,
Speaking of
all
that
right, can we
age
pick
gap
this up?
though, bro, did you see Lord Corliss's daughter? That was like 13 in that one like
Lena.
3 years. Yeah, she's probably like what, like 16 now.
Hmm?
She's all about Damon.
Literally. I was wondering that too. I'm like, bro, this nigga Damon just got no morals. He out here
He's just
booing.
all over it.
He's just being a true slime. I'm like, that shit wild. That shit wild.
I was wondering how long it would take them to like introduce that because once they started showing that during the wedding, I was like, all right, there it is. Because I'm not gonna dive into it. Never mind. The that goes into like spoiler territory.
The
Yeah.
books and shit.
Yeah,
You don't read those, Jordy.
I listened to them.
Well, you guys want to do your ratings then
Yeah, let's
now?
do the ratings.
Anybody else
Let's do
got
the
anything
ratings.
after that?
I give it I give it a solid A. Sure. Most definitely A. Well worth A. All around. It was a good little teaser. It was just a build up that for the next 10 years. They ended it on a good note with Rhaenyra. Uh, as far as all that Damien, Otto plotting go, man, I'm excited really to see where that gets in 10 years. I want to see how much they done plotted up.
What's the plot look like?
I want to see that. I want to see the scummery for sure. I'm excited for the next episode. That's all.
No, I'm
Eric.
with you, man. I think it's an A for sure. I think they showed a lot in the episode. Like we got a real good like feel for everyone's tone on how they're feeling. Like what I've been saying this like before. The scene is set in Westeros. Okay, they're doing a great job with it. Like I get what everybody's kind of like feeling and their vibe. Like you sense the tensions that are going on, and kind of like the subtle like fuck you, like slap in the faces that like they're doing. Think about Lady Allison entering the room in the middle of the king's
Oh,
speech.
wearing green.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah,
that's the most powerful middle
disrespectful,
finger she could have done.
disrespectful as fuck. I was wondering too. I'm like, she wearing a hard ass color.
Yeah, and a color that symbolizes war for her people. Like
Hmm. Summoning the banners of their houses.
pretty much. So I think that's like that was really great, dude. The episode was just done proper. The story's flowing really nicely. We're only halfway through, and I've already been attached to all the characters. The pace is good. Now we just gotta hold strong next week when we change it all up with 10 years and new characters. Just don't
Mhm.
fuck up the tone for me on House of the Dragon. That's all I ask.
I'm gonna have to find a way to watch this.
All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and give this one an A minus. I didn't like it as much. I mean, we're like splitting hairs here, so I didn't like it as much as the last two episodes necessarily, which I gave like an A and an A minus, I believe. So I have to stay kind of consistent. So I'm gonna go A minus on this one. But overall, still love where they're heading. Love the setup that we've gotten from these first 5 episodes leading up to what's going to be the Targaryen Civil War. I just think that they're really laying the groundwork right now to set the scene of where each party and faction is coming from. But I definitely really enjoyed this one. The wedding had me tense throughout, just gripping the fucking couch, just because I know what can happen. But yeah, I really like this one and I highly recommend it. Um, so
Absolutely.
that's gonna be it from us tonight. You can always find us at the Critic Corp. I'm Jordan. This is Eric, and this is Toke. We got our Lord of the Rings review coming up shortly after this one, as well as Eric is going to be doing 2 solo videos this week. One for She-Hulk, which we missed this week, but that we felt like we
It
could
was
give it.
trash, so we're not gonna do it.
And that
If
is
the
also
She-Hulk episode this next week is trash, I'm not gonna do it also.
and he is also going to do the Lord of the Rings review solo as well for next week's. But yeah, you can like and subscribe at the bottom and tell Eric if you want any other solo reviews from him. What do you want him to
No.
watch? How many reviews can he fit into a weekend? You guys leave the comments and let us know, and he will watch every single one this weekend.
I may
Support.
have the
Support.
free time, y'all, but bear with me.
For
I
every
have a
comment,
needy
he will
dog.
watch that within the next week and do a review on it by next Sunday. So
This is
like and
saying a lot.
subscribe, comment below, let him
I
know.
hope we don't get a lot of views on this one.
And I am signing off. Goodbye, everybody.
Doodles.